Do you have a necklace?
Yes, I have a necklace. How do you not know I have a necklace?
Because I've never seen your chest. What is that?
What, my chest or now the necklace? It's a cross.
You put that on, what, today?
I've had it on for like years. Shows how much attention you pay to me.
To your chest.
You should be paying my chest more attention. Look, I should start walking around the office like that.
That's Ashley's necklace, don't lie. That is the most frail necklace I've ever seen. Okay.
Welcome back to McInnes Marketing Minute, guys. We are off the cuff today on the market slowing down. Yep, we've been saying it, we've been making the call, and we're going to actually address it in a 5-minute section this week. Jay, do you agree?
Yeah, but I think we need more than 5 minutes as usual. I don't like being bound by that.
No one wants to hear you talk for longer than 3, let alone 5.
The climate is shifting.
Yeah.
People are taking a breath.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the word slow down.
I'm going to use the word slowing down. And that doesn't mean that like sales are dropping to death, but
less multiples.
Less multiples, even like more competitive homes. You're seeing that they're not trying to go for multiples now. They're just trying to be competitive on pricing, take offers as and when they come. I think there's there's just a feel in the air when it comes to actually taking the next steps that things have slowed down.
Yeah, I find just before we came up here, I was calling agents about a search that we're doing for houses in Port Moody.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the variety of sold histories are between like 5 and 1 offer.
Yeah,
so
okay.
We got 3, we got 5, we got 1. So I think 4 months ago, this would have been like 5, 8, 10. Mm-hmm. So it's toning down. Most things are still in multiple if they're priced remotely sharply, but those numbers are taking a breath.
Well, the market can be deceptive as well, because you can put a property on the market for 1.2 million. And it may sell for 1.45 million, but you maybe had 1 or 2 offers. But to the rest of the market, they're just going to see, listed for 1.2 million, sold at 1.45. And it's a bit deceiving. But it comes partly as we head out of the spring period anyway, so we're expecting things to slow down naturally as we go into summer. And we do actually take a bit of a dip from March, the peak of March, down to April, and we actually typically see it rise a bit in May before it starts.
In general activity, yes, but I think this last year has been anything but general. So that could go either way, but yes, traditionally. But I think the biggest thing people need to focus on, to your last point, is the gap from list to sale. Mm-hmm. Don't just take that like the news does and run with it.
Yeah.
It needs a bit more research. Get your agents, or us, naturally, to call those agents and say, how many offers did you get? And that's going to gauge the neighborhood and the comparables in the neighborhood to then be able to put you in the right mindset of what's this thing actually worth, what's actually happening outside. Because we definitely are seeing less multiples.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and on a side note, a side rant, as you Yanks call it.
Oh, wow.
Can we stop with the whole, I need to sell for this because I need to buy at this price? Do you know how much the market gives 0 Fs to what you need to sell for in order to buy? Especially when we start seeing the starting signs of a market, I don't want to even say correction, what's the phrase you put on it?
Taking a breath.
The market taking a breath.
Obviously, I fully agree. That equation has, most people don't ever have to sell. They want to sell if it's advantageous to sell, but no one typically, for the most part, has to sell. So when you put these parameters on your sale,
I don't know whether to look at your face or your hands right now. It's like
always the hands. Just follow the hands. When you put parameters like that on your sale, you're just handcuffing yourself to an idea that, like you say, the market gives 0 Fs about.
Yeah.
Fs.
Very politically correct.
So yeah, I think that's to seller detriment for sure, especially in the changing climate or potentially changing climate. But putting these ideas in your own head and where you're going to put your ceiling prices and why and all this, that's fine if you don't have to sell.
Yeah.
If you have to sell, you need to obviously listen to the market.
Yeah, and we need to be more aware of actives now, I feel, as well, because as the market starts adjusting, you'll start seeing those people who you're going to be comparing yourself with when it comes to listing. You're going to see them be on market for a lot longer. And so if you see a trend that they are kind of maybe overpriced, they've been on the market for a while and the market's not absorbed them, that's a sign that they are overpriced, which in our opinion suggests the market is not going to overpay what it doesn't feel is worth it. So that should be a sign as well. I think there's a lot more of that happening now, whereas maybe 6 months ago it seemed to be everything that was coming up was just selling, but that's becoming a lot more common on the market as well.
Yeah, there's a lot less frenzy and a lot more, we'll say, precision approach.
A calculated approach within reason.
That's
right?
the word I'm looking for.
There you go.
You've actually assisted me.
I've nailed it. And I think on that note, we're done with the Benjamin Mark Robinson show for this week. We'll see you next week as always. I think that was good. I think that was really good. I think I nailed it.
That was the worst. You stepped in front of me.
Yeah, exactly.
You took my light.
Nailed it. And it was so casual.
No, that was horrible.
That was awesome.
We got to do it again.
No, we're going to keep that out. We're going to keep